Hello. Hey, everybody. How's it going? All right. So that was Henry Gillard. He is not a local percussionist. He is actually a percussionist out in Los Angeles, California. And I actually worked with Henry. First off, amazing stuff. Someone said human metronome last stream. Human metronome, man. He's a really good player. Um, we are going to be working on some stuff like that today, but not like to the very basics of that. But yeah, Henry Gillard, man, you should definitely check him out. We worked together back in 2018. We were both co-caption heads for the Oregon Crusaders Drum and Bugle Corps out in Portland, Oregon. So yeah, man, I had a chance to work with him for a summer. Really smart guy, great leader, great percussionist, great writer. Um, and yeah, you could check out our Google Drive and his all of his links and stuff are on there. His most viewed thing that he wanted me to show you guys, or I was just gonna link it, was his Instagram page. So yeah, man, check it out. He's got a lot of good stuff. He just posted something like an hour ago. Really good stuff. You should definitely check out Henry Gillard's Instagram. So thanks, Henry, for letting me use your stuff. I really appreciate it. Again, this is just going to be one of these things where at the beginning of any of my streams, I'm going to be playing just some videos or some recordings of some of my friends or just anybody that wants to submit something to play for the stream or anything like that. Let's do that. I want to make that more of a bigger thing. I want to see if we might be able to do like concerts on stream and stuff like that. I think that would be a really cool idea, just to kind of to get more of the percussion community involved with streaming and just getting it more up to date with the live stream world and everything like that. So, hey man, thanks. Welcome to the percussion series. This is episode 4. So thank you so much. We're doing some high school level beats today. Basically, I am an old percussion director, and I stopped doing that to do mainly private lessons. So I have quite a large studio up in the North Texas area. And I also wanted to try out a bunch of different things in terms of freelance, like producing and just like helping out different marching bands and all that kind of stuff. And so I am, as of right now, my school is closed down for the next week because of the coronavirus, and potentially the next week after that. They haven't discussed that, but I'm going to guess that that's probably going to happen. So now I'm a streamer. That's like, I mean, my job was essentially shut down. I do teach like Skype and FaceTime lessons, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, now I'm like going to be streaming. I'm going to try to do 4 streams a week and just a varied amount of time. I have no idea how much time I'm going to actually be spending on each stream, but last stream I said I was going to end really early, and it ended up being like a 2-hour thing. So today I am going to end early, and there is a schedule change. So let me get to a few announcements that we have. So with the social media, not only is it all created, but it's now updated and it's ready to use completely. There's no like gaps or anything like that. Everything I've kind of put a lot of editing and time into a lot of it. So you can go to each of these and they'll have a bunch of information for you. So let's just go to like the Procussion Facebook page. We've edited like the background picture, and now we actually have like what the whole stream is about, which I'm not sure if I really even gave a description of what the stream is about on any of these videos. It's posted all over all the social media and everything like that. But yeah, just letting you know that I'm focusing on streaming percussion things, and it's mainly for students that want to improve their skills outside of the classroom through something that a platform that they probably use, which is Twitch. Um, and then also helping music teachers that don't have that percussion guy. Not everybody is as lucky as like the North Texas area, where you actually have like a percussion person at every middle school as well as the high school, and it's just this, everybody teaches each other's lessons, and it's this nice little system that they have. Sometimes it's one just musician teaching kindergarten through 12, and you're in the middle of nowhere in like Nebraska, and you need some sort of resources or something to supplement your teaching. So this is just like a plethora of resources for you. Take any of these episodes, take snippets from them. We do playthroughs. We do just so much stuff. I mean, it's so much stuff that we're going to be able to do, and we're still adding things on. I'm cursed right now with thinking of ideas, and I'm not even able to like write them all down in time before I forget them. And so I'm just constantly trying to think of ideas and write them down just so that we can add them to the stream. So, hey guys, welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I believe I'm this stream away from potentially unlocking like my sub button. I don't know exactly how long that usually takes for them to like email you about that, but thankfully to you viewers, I've had enough consistent viewers that I am an affiliate with Twitch now. I guess that's how that works, but yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. So some other things with social media, we got our YouTube channel up and it's running a little bit better. I went ahead and I'm starting to feature more channels that we have featured in the stream as well, and I'm just going through and I'm liking a bunch of videos and just trying to get a good presence on YouTube for you guys. I've already uploaded every video. We try to upload every video the night of the stream. So you'll see this video tonight uploaded onto the YouTubes as well. Hey Wasby, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate it. And then let's see some other things. The Twitter, again, that's my funny cat picture with the occasional drums. Yeah, and then go check out Henry Gillard's Instagram and check him out. He's really awesome guy. So some more, let's see, some more announcements. Let's see, this was off stream, but CatLover199, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for following. We have, let's go back to, we have, that hasn't been updated down here, but we actually have 80 followers now. So, pretty decent. Looking to hit 100 before the end of the month, and I think that might happen just the more that we do this consistently. So looking to get that going. We have a new schedule that we're going to be doing. It's not this schedule that's down below me right now. I'm changing things up a little bit just to see. I might be changing the schedule up weekly just to see kind of what works best, but I think that this one is going to work pretty well. We're going to go from, instead of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then have a stream on Sundays instead of Sunday and Saturday. And maybe on Saturday, I was just thinking about this, the Saturday streams can literally be like not percussion related, and I can literally just be playing video games or something. Again, I'm terrible at video games, but maybe that's fun to watch. So, yeah, and then on Sunday, the plan for the Sunday was to maybe do like more of a masterclass setup. So if you or any of your students wanted to send in videos, I might set up like a Google link to where you could do that. You can upload or just send me like an unlisted YouTube video or something like that. We'll put it up on the stream, and we can make some comments on it and just general like how to make this stuff sound better. And so this is good for both, again, non-percussionist music teachers that need to be able to know what to say to a percussionist to really make them better, and then also to the sixth graders, or to the like high or sixth through high school level, sixth through high school grade level people, um, just to have them play along and all that kind of stuff. So, and then on Monday through Friday, we're going to have more playing along stuff. So we'll do more writing and more exercise based. Hopefully on Monday when we start this, I'll have a practice keyboard, and we'll actually be able to play some mallet exercises with tracks instead of just the snare drum exercises. If not, I'll hopefully be able to go and make some recordings, and then those will also be on the YouTube channel as well. With the YouTube channel, I'm looking to add more and more content off stream, also. So just more, just whatever I'm writing, or just making videos, or like playthrough tracks or anything like that. Again, everything that we work on in this stream just about will be available through our Google Drive, which is right here, the Procussion Google Drive. Again, it's on our it's under our little bio thing. So you just click on that bad boy, and it takes you to here. We actually added from our last stream, from our third episode, we did our kind of like accent rebound, downstroke, upstroke exercise sheet. That is now on the Google Drive. It's right here. It's just on literally the main part of the Google Drive under exercises. So boom, and then there it is, and it has everything that we worked on yesterday and a little bit more of a neat layout. And yeah, it's not a lot, but it's just something where you can print it out and just give it to your students or anything like that, and yeah, they'll appreciate it, and you'll get better. They'll get better for it. So yeah, and then again, everything that we've worked on in the stream so far, you can go and you can check it out. So all the way to the 16th note grid that we did, I believe, in the second episode, and then the tracks as well. I mean, it's all on there. So it's fun stuff. We're having fun. Okay. Cool, guys. So today I didn't really want to do a whole lot. I'm thinking that maybe these weekend streams are not going to be a lot of playing. So I did want to finish kind of the series of what we were doing over the last 3 episodes, which was we were kind of doing a more challenging snare drum warm-up every episode. And so today we're just going to end it with, this is the battery warm-ups that I have if I was just going to start a school and start their just the super most stock just battery warm-up. That's what I'm looking for. And so that's going to be these exercises that I have. So we're going to finish that up this weekend. Next weekend will not be as much of the drumming, but more, hopefully I'll have more people that send in videos of them playing. Everyone's going to be inside anyway, so you might as well just record yourself playing on some pad and then send it in. And then I'll talk about it. And it'll be good things. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, again, I'm losing my voice, so I don't really want to do another stream tomorrow. So that stream is canceled for tomorrow. And I also have to prepare online and Skype lessons and figure that out in like 2 days before those actually start. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But I know that there's a lot of teachers out there that are also in the same realm as me. So good luck out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. All right. So Wasby, that is awesome. John Dillinger, organization. Yes. Yes. It's all good. And fun size 2323, perfect lockdown activity. It really is. Go get yourself a pad and some sticks. Heck, if you don't have a pad and some sticks and you're in the DFW area, just message me and I'll bring you a pad and some sticks and a bottle of Purell, and I'll charge you $100 for it. Okay. Uh, Anywho, so I do have toilet paper, but you know what? I thought about what was going to happen before all this happened, and like I just went out and bought a regular amount of toilet paper and paper towels like 3 weeks ago, and we don't use toilet paper like crazy people where we just pull and pull and pull from the roll, which I guess is what like everybody is doing at Walmart. So um, we have enough toilet paper. We're safe. We're good. We're gonna be good, and it's the good kind of toilet paper too. We had a choice. We had a choice because we went so early. Um, okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's all I have for announcements. And just in general, I'll explain again kind of what the stream is about. It's about performing and showcasing and teaching and writing. It's all of that kind of joined together, and hopefully we'll have some streams that go outside of my living room. Hopefully we'll have some people that we bring in and we have interviews, or maybe we are talking through like the Discord. Again, our Discord, I'm currently sitting in it right now. If you just check it out. uh, so our Discord, it doesn't have a lot in it because obviously there's not a lot that happened with the stream yet, but I do link every episode, and I will link like every time that we post something into the Google Drive, and so you'll get a bunch of updates from here. um, and you'll have an option, like if you join in, I might be able to drag you in, we can talk or whatever. And then obviously if we're like playing video games or something, that's like another bonus or something, stuff like that. So okay, that's the Discord. And I think that's all of our little social media stuff that I have. So for right now, let's go into some drumming. I do not have a track for this. I do not have a track for my battery warm ups. That's a big project that I need to do. I need to remake the tracks for the middle school battery warm ups, and then I need to make a high school track. This is just a bigger track. So the middle school warm ups was just a page. These battery warm ups are 9 pages for the high school ones, so it can get pretty big. And so the it's just best to just stick a metronome on and then just pick and choose. But for today, I'm actually going to be playing through each of my exercises, all 9 pages, and I'm going to be doing them probably like maybe 2 or 3 times each, and then moving on just at a general, just a normal speed. We're not going to go too slow. We're not going to go too fast, and just to showcase like this is what a typical high school battery member should be working on. This is all the general techniques and strokes and just the general flow, like all the things that a battery student, or that just a general percussionist, because really a front ensemble member should be able to play all this as well. And again, it just builds on to what we were working on. So you'll see a lot of the same exercises that we've been playing, but we might play them at a faster speed. So thank you for tuning into the stream. Thank you for watching our YouTube videos. For those of you guys that are watching, subscribe on the YouTubes if you don't mind. It helps me out. It helps me validate that I'm doing my job. Because now this is my job again. Because I am not teaching lessons anymore. So this is like my job. Also, I'm really bad about talking into this mic, and I need to fix that because sometimes I'll just like move forward and more into the camera. So I just need to I need to talk more like this. Okay. But now let's go into some playing. Here we go. Okay, so we're still working on the battery showcase stuff. So we're just doing our warm up and just playing through all of our exercises a couple times. We're gonna start off. I have all my tempos here. I might put the list of tempos up on the the Google Drive just so that you'll have like the base exercise tempos. But I do not have them right now. I just have them here. But I can tell them to you as we're playing them. You'll hear it through the Met anyways. So, all right, let's start off with some 8 on a hand. Let's play it a couple times, and then we'll move on. Here we go. 8 on a hand. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. Again, and okay, that's going to be our 8 on hand exercise. I'm going to go ahead and take my headphones off because I don't need them right now. Okay, so that's 8 on a hand. The next exercise that we'll do is essentially 16 on a hand now, but we are going to add in some crescendos and decrescendos into that. Same tempo, which is going to be 130 beats per minute. All right, here we go. Same thing, but now we're at 16 up and down. And 1, 2. Two, and same thing. All right, and then you can flip that exercise. You can start loud and decrescendo, and then crescendo into the next hand. The idea that I would say behind this is just to make sure that each note just gets generally softer, right? Stick heights, just you have to really control and make sure that each note either gets a little bit softer, a little bit louder each time, and that when you're transitioning from hand to hand, that it's the same volume. So one doesn't get too soft, and then one starts off really loud. You have to make sure that you're really flowing the exercise and the hands together like that, okay? You can spend so much time on 8 on a hand. There's so many things that you can think about and just work on. I really feel like it's very much like as you get older, the more that you appreciate the exercise 8 on a hand. It's like the older that you get, the more that you appreciate a pair of socks for Christmas. Yes, a nice pair of socks for Christmas. Oh yes, I love that. Now I'm 30 years old, and yeah, I got like a nice little like stack of like good dress socks this year for Christmas. Loved it. Oh my god. I'm not wearing them right now, but they're very nice. Okay, the next one is going to be our 8s roughs. So this is just kind of like our 8 on hand exercise. We do the 4-2-1 pattern. You'll see that a lot in a lot of these exercises. And this just kind of breaks down like what your hands are actually playing in like a paradiddle. When you play paradiddles over and over again. So this just kind of works on that function of playing these 8th notes and then a quick succession of the diddle at the very end. All right, here we go. So we have our 8 roughs. And we're going to take this down to 120. Here we go. And 1, 2, and... Again, 2. Okay, so that one's a fun one, and that's a fun one to play a little bit quicker. These next 2 exercises are actually exercises that we worked on 2 days ago. Actually, we worked on in our previous episode. So these are the Bucks twos and the bucks threes. So it's working on those downstrokes and those upstrokes, and then in the threes we have that tap stroke in between, right? So this exercise actually goes, if you can see it, we have our bucks twos regular, and then the next two measures are bucks twos inverted. So I'm going to play them exactly how it's written on the page, and you guys can follow along as well. So here is our metronome, and we're going to set the metronome at 112. Here we go, and 1, 2, and bucks twos. Again, 2, and same thing. All right, now we got bucks threes, and we're going to do the same tempo, same idea. Now we're just adding in that tap. Again, the tap stroke and the upstroke are going to be the same volume, same starting stick height. We got the tap, tap, and then our upstroke. Same starting height, but a different ending height. Here we go. Bucks threes, and 1, 2, and 1, 2. Again, 2, and 1, 2. Oh, sorry about that. Let's start that over. I was reading bucks twos, bucks threes. Again, 1, 2. Okay, well, let's move on. The next one is going to be bucks threes filled in. So this just works on playing those accented notes, right? And really just understanding that left hand and how it relates to when we're playing the bucks threes exercise. Just really making sure that it's very evenly placed in those notes. All right, so bucks threes with the fill in, and we're going to do it the same speed, 112. Here we go. 1, 2, and... two, and 1, 2. Left hand. So, one thing I kind of noticed with this while I was playing through this earlier today, and I wrote this a couple years ago, this note right here. I think this is one of the only mistakes I made in the entire packet, and I put this note up on the E note instead of on C. It's just a regular note, and I may change that. I may like go back into the files and reprint and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, all right. So this is another one that works on, so this is called bucks add-on. So this goes between bucks twos, threes, fours, fives, and sixes. So essentially you're playing a bunch of softer taps in between accented notes. And so the idea is to make sure just all those tap notes that we're adding on, every measure we add one more note. So the first measure is just one note, and then we have 2, and then 3. Does that make sense? So the idea is that we're adding on one more note on each of these exercises. You want to make sure that every single one of those notes is just really low and very even, okay? So with this, I typically don't have my younger students play this with a metronome to start off with. Just the idea of having them play a downstroke leading into a couple notes, the idea of changing this wrist and arm to get that strength of that downstroke to more of a finger and a little bit of wrist to get those faster strokes down there. That's more important to me than them being able to mark time while playing this, because there are some moments, especially in the 5/4 and the 7/4, where your brain doesn't really connect as much as it should. So here we go. We're going to do this. We're actually going to do it with the metronome, but I'll be playing with you, so you don't have to worry about it too much. We're going to do the Bucks add-on. We're going to do this at 100 beats per minute. So if you wanted to stop and work on this, this is what tempo we're working on, 100 beats per minute. Here we go. Bucks add-on. And every time that we repeat this too, you can kind of see it underneath the 4/4 symbol. You're going to make sure that you do this right and left hand. So here we go. Right hand. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now left hand, and 1, 2. Make sense? So that's a fun one to do. And then if you really wanted to mess with your students, if you're a teacher, you can have them count all the beats to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I couldn't even do this on the fly right then. I'd have to practice it. But it's really fun to watch students just try to just like barrel into it. Yeah, and so that's a really fun one to do. And then, again, the more advanced batteries, you can actually start to mark time or march to that, and that's really going to help you just coordinate your feet and your hands and be able to play a lot more challenging things. So that's a good one to do. The next ones that we have are going to be our triplet and duplet accents. We play the duplet accents. That was actually our 16th note grid. And so 16th note grid is right there. Again, it's something that it's prevalent in a lot of percussion and a lot of music and everything like that. Leanna Anna. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. And you know what? That's way too small right there. I'm going to put that more like right there. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. You totally rock. Heck yeah. So, what was I saying? Okay, triplet and duplet accent. That's where we were at. All right. Duplet accent is already the 16th note grid. This is just a base version of the 16th note grid. It's not the let's do all the diddles and everything like that. This is just going to be our regular duplet accent 16th note grid. So it's just like that first exercise that we did of the 16th note grid. So we're going to do triplet accent, which is a triplet grid. I'll write out the triplet grid the same way that I did the duplet grid. Probably do that tomorrow or something, and I'll put that on next to the 16th note grid. But yeah, we got the triplet accent and duplet accent. These are really important. Play both of these if you are going to play them with your battery. It's just important to know the difference between the triplets and the duplets and be able to feel those out and know what strokes and everything you need to have when you play them. So here we go, triplet accent grid. We're going to do this at 112. We're going to do both of them at 112 so you can kind of understand the difference at the same speed. Here we go. So triplet accent. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. All right, again, it's the 4-2-1 breakdown that we talked about in the last couple of episodes. All right, same thing one more time. 2 and 1, 2. right, and then next one we have the duplet accent. Again, it's a 16-note grid that we worked on previous episodes. So here we go, playing right into it. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. Again. All right. So that's the duplet accent grid. All right, the next exercise that we have was one that I took from a good colleague, Michael Hustis. It's called Brain Bake, and so it just works on a bunch of different variations. It's almost a grid in itself of different accent patterns that you can play. And so just being able to play this one a lot faster is good for your brain because it just works. Again, it's a grid in itself of a grid, hence the name Brain Bake, because it's confusing. So we're going to take this one at 100, fairly slow, but still make sure that we have all the correct accents and everything like that put in. We're still working to make sure that we do correct strokes. So we're leading, making sure that all of our upstrokes are going to obviously lead into those downstrokes. Sometimes we're going to be playing just taps, and so we're just controlling which stroke that we do. So here we go. Brain Bake at 100 beats. And 1, 2, and 1. Again. Okay, so that's Brain Bake. That's a good one to play. Again, a fun one to mark time with, and just like watch students that are not as great with that. Okay, so the next ones that we have are timing exercises, and so you can do a bunch of different variations of these. So triplet timing, I have the 1-note variation, whereas in 16th note timing, I have both the 2 and 3-note variations. So you can do 1-note 16th note timing variations, and you can do 2-note and 3-note or 2-note triplet variations. I just have these on here just again as just like the base, and then you can take all these exercises and you can add so much stuff to them. But again, this is just kind of like the basics, like stock high school battery warm-ups. And on the drive, again, on the Google Drive, I not only have the snare drum parts to this, but I also have quads and basses, and I have the full score. So you can take all of this, say that you just got hired at a school, they don't have a percussion director, they don't have anything, you need some music for your drum line, you need some exercises that you know are going to be real solid and really just give you what the students need to have, right? These are just the basics of what we need to have. And so this is the stuff for you. This is free for you to take. Please take it. I only ask that you follow and subscribe and do all those things, but man, this is all you. Okay, so let's use some triplet timing and our 16th note timing. And let me check what tempos that we have here. The triplet and duplet timing I think I had that on there. Yeah, those are both going to be at 130. So just what you're going to be hearing now, that's at 130. Again, we can do different speeds. You can change up the speeds. I highly recommend starting slower than this and getting much faster than this. But this is just going to be your average, just kind of, I'm a ninth grader playing in a battery for the first time. I need to be able to play all of this. Here we go. And triplet timing. And 1, 2, and... I think I messed up there on the left hand on the 4s. We'll do that again. Again, this follows the 4-2-1 pattern like most of the other exercises as well. Here we go, one more time. And 1, 2, and... Alright, and then here's the 16th, 2-note and 3-note timing. Same speed. Again, this is on the middle school warm-ups that we've already done before too. So you've definitely seen this before. I need to get some Bargle emojis in here because like Leanna's like totally killing it right now, and I definitely want some Bargle up more in my stream chat. Thank you. That's all I needed. That's what I needed. I need to make some of my own. I have a dog that would be a great emoji. Here, you guys want to meet him? Hey, Sam. Come here, buddy. Come here. He was just sleeping. He was sleeping like right here. Hey, buddy. Hey, Mr. Dog. This is my sweet dog. This is Mr. Sam. Come here. Yeah. Oh, he was just napping. He's a sweetie boy. Look at him. He's a big old 100-pound German Shepherd. And he's old. He's like 10 or 11. You a good boy, huh? Yeah? You a good boy? You a good boy? Yeah. And he sheds a lot. Don't you shed a lot? Don't you shed? Okay. Okay, go lay that down. Bye-bye. All right, anyways, let's get back to this. Anyways, yeah, good boy, Sam. I do have a cat as well. She's probably sleeping on my bed. I have a cat named Kevin, but it's a girl cat. So, are you going to get her?
Yep.
Yes. Going to get the girl cat. Yes. Girl cat named Kevin. She is a sweetheart. Yeah, we got her. She was a garbage cat, man. We got her when we moved in. We moved into an old place when I lived in Duncanville. And there she is. Miss Pretty Kitty. She's adorable. And her name is Kevin. Kevin Whiskers is her full name.
Nope.
Oh. When we were moving in, look at this dog right now. It's just like chilling. When we were moving in, she just kind of like befriended us a little bit, and then she decided to start living on our porch because I put food out for her on our porch. And then we eventually let her in the apartment more and more, and then now she just stays in our apartment. Partially because there's coyotes and stuff, out in our little wooded area out back of our place, and so we used to let her roam around a lot. But we have seen some things and heard some things. I might put some videos up or something like that on YouTube of just like some coyotes that we've heard just in the backyard just going crazy. But okay, buddy, you gotta go lie down. You gotta go lie down. I gotta play some 16-note timing. All right, sorry guys. Let's finish this out. 16-note timing. Here we go. And 1, 2, and... Again. All right. Yeah, this one is definitely one that's way more helpful to do. Again, these are all just kind of like at the average speeds with that. All right, now we got our double beat and duplets and triplets, and I think those are both in the same speeds. No, we got duples are going to be 112, and our triplets are going to be a little bit faster than that. So here's our duplet double beat. This is the AB exercise for those of you guys that I think this is another name for that. So here we go, same thing. Now we're on double beat duplet. And 1, 2, and... Again. All right, and that's that. So both these exercises, what we want to be thinking about is just making sure that both the strokes are very, very even, right? When we get slower, again, the slower we go, the more of these bigger muscles that we can use. Right, and we want to try to maintain almost the same stick height. It's going to be hard. This is something that if you really think about breaking the hand down and breaking down like what the stick is actually doing, the first bounce, just like with gravity, if it bounces back up, it's not going to bounce back to the same spot, right? So if we're starting here, that second bounce is not going to go as high, right? So it's up to the fingers, right, these back fingers, to produce a faster velocity, right, that makes this stroke, this second stroke that's not as high, sound like it came from this height. Right? Otherwise, it'll sound like this. Right? Where we're accenting that first note. So a really, really good thing to think about while you're playing this and while you're teaching this is to possibly even think about going, accenting the second note of those, right? Right? And then eventually it'll even out. All right? It's more challenging to do the second note accent than it is the first note accent. So it will even out those and make it sound more even after a while if you really think about it that way. Okay? The next is going to be the triplet. double beat exercise, so we'll go ahead and play through that. It's a little bit faster. This one has, again, the 2-4-1 pattern with a little bit of an outro little tag ending. So here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Again. Okay, and that's the triplet duple, or the double beat, sorry, triplet. The next ones are some diddle exercises, gallop and duplet diddle. We'll do gallop at kind of an average diddle speed. This is just, again, this is one that's intended to go a lot faster, way faster than what we're playing at right now. But yeah, so these are just working on all those different variants of those exercises, so, or speeds rather. Here we go. Gallop at, this is at 150, right? And 1, 2, and again. Yeah, Lana said gallop is her favorite, especially for bass drums. It's funny that you mentioned that. That's the bass drum like lick that I hear at the end while we're doing the longer roll. That's actually what I sing in my head to make sure that I know. If I'm not counting or anything, I just go boo, like I'm thinking about the bass drum lick in my brain. Yeah, another cool one that you can do with this. I'm not the greatest at it, but you can do like the inverted gallop, so you're doing all inverted rolls, so right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. All right, so that was all inverted rolls, so right, left, lefts, or left, right, rights. And so really speeding those up. That's another just way to be able to play this exercise. And that one also beats up a lot of kiddos because they're not used to doing those inverted rolls like that. All right, the next one that we're going to do are the duplet and triplet diddle. We actually we've done both of these exercises before, believe it or not. On the duplet diddle, these are all the variations of the 16th note grid. Every measure is literally a different exercise of the 16th note grid that we did. So, but this is just all squeezed together into one exercise, which just shows you that we can take literally like one measure of one exercise and expand it to be an entirely different exercise. It's just really cool how that works. So honestly, it works really good with the math side of your brain. So if you can figure out a bunch of different like math problems or ways that you can just arrange a certain thing or like a note or a diddle or an accent or anything like that, you can turn it into an exercise. Just the best way to do any kind of exercises, in my opinion, is just to make sure that if you're working on something that you're also covering it in the opposite land. So if you're doing something off the right hand, try to also include it with the left hand, or just make sure that you're doing the same kind of techniques and everything in both hands, that it's very even, just so that you're not getting better with one hand. Most percussionists are right-handed. They're not great with left-hand stuff, which makes it even harder for our left-handed percussionists because really left-handed percussionists, you're in a right-handed world, and so a lot of the stuff that's written starts off the right hand, and so it's a lot more challenging. So I always just say try to just be best with both hands and everything like that. Those left-handed people, man. Those left-handed people. Let's go duplet diddles. Duplet diddles. We're going to take this at a way slower tempo, and the idea, again, for these diddles are just to make sure that they're very even with these 16th notes, right? They're evenly split. So the speed will be, right? Just making sure that it's very even, and then we're not crushing those diddles, right? Right. You want to make sure that you're still getting a really, really even diddle sound out of that. And again, you can go up to other exercises that we've done that really work on just isolating that single diddle on each hand, like our double beat exercises. So this is our duplet diddle with that. No crush diddles. No crush diddles. Okay. Here we go. 16th note, duplet diddle. And 1, 2. Bargle is hosting my stream. Hey, Bargle, thank you so much for hosting my stream. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, you're such a sweetheart. If you look at that little GIF right there, that's me. I wish I could pull that up somehow. Because it's so much fun. Here, hold on real quick. Okay, so you guys... Probably some of you know this about me, but some of you don't know this about me. In high school, I was in a really good concert band, the Duncanville concert band. They're super legit. We played a lot of hard pieces. So we played We played Verdi's Requiem, and in that piece, there's a super famous bass drum part. It basically plays on all of the upbeats between this really intense part. I can't play it for you on YouTube because I think I would get it would get copyrighted or something like that. But go listen to it. Verdi's Requiem, and there's a part in there. It's like a 35-minute piece. It is ridiculous. You can do the follow alert. I'm playing a tournament, so I'll be in and out. Oh, I can test it out and show you like this. Look at that. I guess that works. But anyways, we are in Washington, D.C. in this little GIF. I actually have the GIF. Let me pull it up on actual, so everyone can see it over and over and over again. Okay. So, yeah. First off, my hair, you can't really see it. It goes down to right here. It goes down to right here. And yeah, that's me. This is in Washington, D.C. This is literally, we won honor band, Texas State honor band with this performance. But we're playing, and this is the last bass drum hit that I have. And it's the most epic thing ever. You know what? Just for the stream, I want to pull it up and just show you. So we're playing all these hits. I'll explain the story to you, and then I'll let you watch the video. But because it's this big build up, my hand was super sweaty. This bass drum, I walk out there and it's barely on a stand that works. And so the bass drum is falling off the stand as I'm hitting it. So my hand is getting sweatier because I'm the more I hit this bass drum, the more it's just going to topple over, and you can see it get hit and move to the side a little bit. and Ned. Oh, that guy's name was Ned Edmondson, and I hit his cymbal. But look, I actually catch the freaking mallet before it falls off. So I am very happy with that. You know what? Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. We're not doing that right now. Let's see. Duncanville. I think if you type in Duncanville Requiem, yeah, it pops up. Here we go. And then it's the part 2 of it. One of my friends uploaded it a long time ago. Here we go. Let's get this going. I really hope this doesn't interfere with like copyright, but whatever if it does. First off, look at that hair. It was so nasty. It like went like, oh, it was so bad. It parted down the middle, and I had like nasty weird bangs, and they went down. I was such a drum corps, or not drum corps. I was such a grunge kid. Do you have any drum corps videos? Don't think that you've ever seen me drum corpsing. I think what I was thinking about is I was like trying to rock like the Eric Matthews look from Boy Meets World. That was like what I was really like going for. Cause yeah. Anyways, so let me skip to it. It's like, I've shown this video to so many people. I think it's 3 minutes and 28 seconds is when it happens, but you can just kind of like watch. Okay, so we'll skip back a few things. So every once in a while, you're gonna see me kind of like go, and I'm gonna hit like I'm like basically screwing the bass drum back into the stand by hitting that thing. So here we go. And it's just dead silent after that. You can actually hear somebody say, "Did you see that?" They say, "Did you see Jack?" And I'm just like staring at a bunch of people. You see Ned, and he's laughing at me. And afterwards, my director, Tom Shine, bless him, he came up and he gave me the biggest hug. And he was just like, "I'm going to remember this forever." So yeah, it was so much fun doing that and playing in that. And just looking back at myself, I looked so grungy in high school. I will definitely have to show you guys some videos of me in high school and some pictures and stuff, because it just was so bad. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he saw the whole thing happen, because we talked about it in rehearsal. Like, he was going to give us, because we had trouble lining up the bass drum hit and the cymbal hit together. And so he said he was going to give us the biggest, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and he does. I mean, you can see it. Like, watch. He's like super prepared for it. Watch this. 1, 2. And I love how I go back to the position of me playing the bass drum after I catch it. As if I didn't do that. I didn't just do that. You can even see the smile on Ned's face. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. Anyways, yeah, that's hilarious. Oh man, some good memories right there. Okay, let's skip duplet diddle. Let's go down to our triplet diddle. Sorry, did I just say let's skip triplet diddle and let's go to triplet diddle? I meant let's skip duplet and go to triple. And we're going to do triple diddle at 120. We're almost done, guys. Here we go. And 1, 2, and 1. Oh, there's no accents in this. I'm sorry. Let's try that again. And 1. I'm so excited to show you my video. Again, a lot of people in like measure 150 right here, they're going to want to accent these tap fives. Make sure not to accent those. Everything is just going to be completely straight and even. Here we go. Same thing. And 1, 2, and 1. Okay, the next ones that we're going to be working on, I think, incorporate a little bit more accents into duplet rolls, and then we're going to start talking about more about flams. So this next one, triplet accents, works on those sevens, 7-stroke rolls, right? Yeah, so here we go. Triplet accent rolls. We're going to do this at, what speed did I have here? 140. Here we go, triplet accent rolls. So 1, 2. 2 and 1, 2. Lana, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and thanks for chatting so much too. All the rest of you viewers can learn a lot from Lana, and you can talk to me, because I am sitting in my living room for the next 2 weeks, not doing anything, so you can talk to me and be my friend. Check flams. Check flams. Here we go. We're taking that down to 130. By the way, I am not really sponsored by them, but the Met that I'm using, you should definitely go get that. It's called Tonal Energy. It's a great Met, great tuner. We used it actually in when we did drum corps in 2018. Henry and I remember Henry was able to program the entire show with all the speed ups and slowdowns and everything like that into the metronome, and then you were able to upload it and send it to someone else when they could put it on their phone. So it was really helpful when we had a change in the show, or we were doing a run with the show. We didn't even need a drum major with the Met in the back. We could literally just turn it on and then have it just play out. So it was super awesome to use, and so I use this all the time. It's a great app to use, and it's got a great tuner on it. It's really good for non-percussionists as well. I mean, it's probably better for non-percussionists as well, because it has so many options to just record and just play back intonation and everything like that. So yeah. So let's see, check flams. We're gonna play that exercise out. So that just works on our flam accents and some flam taps with that. And so just maintaining good, even flam notes, even triplets throughout this entire thing. That's kind of what we're looking for with that. So we're gonna play check flams at 130 is gonna be our tempo for that. So here we go, and 1, 2, 1, 2. Right. Yeah, so that also, those have different variations. If you break down what the hand is playing on each one of those, so with the flam taps. If you just take one of those sticks and just play it on your hand, your hand is actually just playing threes. It's just playing a 3-note variation. And then you just stagger the entrance of those. And then you have your flam taps with those. Sorry, yeah, flam taps. And then with the flam accents that we're playing here, if you want to go back, we'll do some exercises that actually break down both of these exercises. But the when we were playing the accent add-on, if you go to like the 6/4 one, or that's what your hands are playing with that. Okay, so let's do tap flig, tap flag. We're going to do that at the same speed, 130. Here you go. And same thing. Yeah, just remaining calm and really relaxed while we're playing those quick tap fives. And really just making sure that you keep that same accent still driving with that. Usually when you play those diddles, it's going to want to slow you down a little bit. So making sure that you really, really keep that going. Okay, these are some old school exercises. And these two exercises, huck, digga, dut, and huck a dit, which are ridiculous names for them. Those break down the two things that you work on in check flams. So we're going to talk about huck digga dut, because that's drum speak. For those of you that don't know that, huck digga dut, huck digga dut, huck digga dut. You can hear it, right? Huck digga dut, huck digga dut. All right, so we're going to play that exercise. Basically, every measure we add on one more thing until eventually we're playing our flam accents. Okay? So this is a great one to play left hand and right hand lead. We're going to do this one at 112. 112 beats per minute on your metronomes. Here we go. So, hut, digga, dut, hut, digga, dut. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Two, and 1, 2, left hand go. Okay, so the idea is you're just adding in more things while your left hand or your right hand, depending on which hand is just playing that same stagnant rhythm, it just plays the same thing over and over again. And then you're adding in just like one more element to the left hand, in the left hand, or the opposite hand, really, I guess I should be saying. So cool. We'll do the next one, which is huck a dit. And that's also going to be played at our 112 speed. Again, this works. Again, it's the breakdown of our flam tap exercise. But every measure, we're just adding on one more thing, one more little small element, just to make sure that we're really understanding every aspect, every single note that we're supposed to do with this. So here we go. We're at huck a dit. This is breaking down our flam tap exercises. Again, for those of you guys that are tuning in, we've actually had quite a bit more people join in. We're just going through battery exercises. This will all be on our YouTube stuff tonight, so you can check out the entire episode and skip through all of my boring talking and dogs and cats and all that kind of stuff, and videos of me dropping bass drum mallets. If you want to see that GIF again, then just like or follow my channel, or give me money on the donations, because you'll see that too. But yeah, let's go down into it. So huck a dit, we're breaking down our flam tap exercise. So 112 again is going to be our metronome, and we got 1, 2. Again, and 1, 2, right. All right, so this is a little bit different than thinking about the like triple beat, one of the exercises we've been playing in the past episodes. We're making sure that every note is super even between between all those 3 notes. This one, you actually are going to accent the first note, and then the other 2 notes are going to be softer. That way, that second or that third note that you play, 1, 2, 3, that's actually setting up the grace note for your left hand flam. All right, and that's in measure 183. And then the next measure just continues out the flam taps that we have. Okay. The next one that we have here is called paradiddle breakdown. I really like this exercise a lot. This is one of my favorite ones that I like to play. And we're going to do this one at also 112. Just play a bunch of these exercises at just kind of 112, our stock kind of tempo with this. So here we go. Paradiddle breakdown. This is, once again, all on the Google Drive. You can just download a copy of these exercises. You can play along with the stream. Take it to your students. Let them play it. Here we go. Paradiddle breakdown. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. Again, 2, and... Yeah. All right. I like this exercise again because you don't have to do anything off the left hand because it just works on do it off the right hand. Then the next measure is the left hand. Next measure is the right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. And so you can just kind of run this exercise down a couple times and you get both the same kind of workout in both hands with that. So I like that exercise. These next 2 exercises, or this next exercise is a full pager. So what I'll go ahead and do is see if I can, I don't know exactly how I'm going to, here we go, boom. Hopefully you guys can see that whole page. But yeah, so this next one is called P. Diddy's. It's another exercise of Michael Hustis's. I like the way that it sounded, and it's another paradiddle kind of breakdown exercise. Incorporating a little bit more left-handed stuff and just kind of groove. It's a little bit more of a groove piece. So it's a longer one. It has different variant parts for quads and bass drums and everything like that. So this is a fun one to do. This is more of, I wouldn't say it's a full like ensemble piece, but it's one of the longer variants of a warm-up. Typically towards the end of your warm-up packet, it's nice to have kind of those, like, they're almost pieces of music. They're almost little etudes that you can play, but they just have a underlying, like, educational value to them. In this case, this is just working on a bunch of paradiddles and really breaking down, again, your different kind of stroke types and making sure that you're getting good, even 16th note diddles. Okay, so we're going to be playing this one, the P. Diddy's. We're, again, at 112. So here we go. P. Diddy's. And 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. again, and a 1, 2. Okay, so that's P. Diddy's. Again, another great one to play. These last 2 lines can really kick some butt with those left-handed accents thrown in there. Definitely work on those. That's definitely something, like, I would even make that almost like an audition thing going into like 9th grade or something. Just like a little line, like, can you play this? If you can, then you are welcome to be in 9th grade percussion, but if not, then you really need to consider if you want to do this or not, that kind of thing. Okay, let's go back. We can zoom more into these exercises. We got stick control. This is the same stick control that we used in our middle school warm-ups. We're just going to play through them real quick one more time. We'll play through this at 112 again, and then and then we'll move on to a accented version of the exercise, which works on some inverted accents, notes, and everything like that, which is a lot more challenging, but it's really, really educational and really helpful. So here you go, stick control with this. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. Yeah, so you can even kind of hear, after my 4s going back into the singles, I need to work on that myself with that. Just being able to pick up 4s and this feeling of fingers, and really making those fingers back into utilizing the wrist into the faster notes. I need to work on that myself, as you can kind of hear. All right, now we're going to do the accented version. So again, just check out the stickings because they're a little bit different. And it does a little bit different. First, you have all right hand paradiddles on this first measure. So you repeat a right hand paradiddle, and then you repeat a left hand paradiddle. And the next one, you have kind of a variant of right, left, 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 or left, right, right, right. The reason that these are so challenging is because you have these repetitive 3-note patterns over and over, and right, right, and then an accented right hand, or with these left, left, and an accented left hand. So same with these. This is 4 or 3 unaccented lefts followed by an accented left. And then these work on inverted flam taps, and then I believe these are patafla-flas. For non-percussionists, you're just like, what did you just say? But yes. Okay. Here we go. So this one, we're doing this one at a slower tempo. I think this is the first time that we're actually going to be breaking 100. We're going down to 92. All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Right. So a lot of people, they'll try, and you can try this as well, when they're doing those tapped notes leading up, that upstroke leading to that accent. So right, left, right, right, right. Right? You can already kind of start this accented stroke during those taps. So we're tap, tap, same stick heights, but the idea is that now you're almost prepared to send down that accented note a little bit easier than as if you were just to go tap, tap, and then have to reset and then do that attack at that faster speed. So this molar stroke, right? Molaro stroke, molar stroke, right? where you're almost setting up that accented note by bringing up the wrist. Okay, so right, so I'm bringing up that left hand, bring up that right hand when we're playing those notes. Let's do that exercise one more time. One more time. Here we go. And 1, 2. Okay, and those inverted flam taps, again, you're playing just the same thing. You're playing a 3-note pattern. If we were to break it down, just like with our regular flam taps, which is why they're so easy, because our hand is playing down, down, down. Hey, Yarns, how's it going, bud? So flam taps a lot easier, but our inverted flam taps, you're actually playing, oh my gosh. So you're actually tap, tap, accent playing that. All right, so really working on this exercise is gonna help you with those inverted flam taps and just doing any kind of those inverted accented patterns that we're talking about, even up from the Bucks 3s, doing those inverted notes. These are much harder to do. It takes a lot more control and a lot more coordination with your arm and with your wrists and with those fingers. But playing these will help actually your other kind of diddled notes, just because you're really working on control. Okay. The last one that we're gonna do is another full ranger exercise. It's called truffle shuffle, and this is like one of those ensemble pieces at the end of a warm up. This is the last warm up that we have. This again, it was another Mike Eustace great exercise that I love the name of it. If anybody can tell me what the name from truffle shuffle is, you get some cool points. I'm not going to do the truffle shuffle because that would not be appropriate. But yeah, all right. Truffle shuffle. We're going to do this at 120, and again, this can go faster. And this is just supposed to be kind of like that battery exercise that transitions you more into the performance aspect of things. So it works on a lot of the things that we were working on today and through the entire packet. So we'll play 2 or 3 reps of this, and then we'll move on to our next thing. Here we go. And 1, 2, and 1, 2. Again, and 1, 2, and. I slowed down just a little bit on that last little bit, but that covers our entire battery warm-up. So That is awesome. Hey, thank you guys so much for sticking through all of that. If you are just now getting to the stream, we're about to be done. But we've been playing. Again, I was like, this is gonna be a short stream, guys. This is gonna be a short stream, and 2 hours later, here we are, still streaming. So, yeah, that's about all that I wanted to do with like the playing aspect of it. It took a little longer than I wanted, but it's totally fine. A lot of good information that was put in there, so I'm not mad about that. One thing that I'm still getting used to is I'm used to having to spit out information and tie it up in like short 30-minute class segments or 45-minute class segments, and so this I'm just kind of getting used to just being able to play it at or just do more things, right, and not worry about time frames, and so that's something that's pretty cool, and I'll have to go more with that. I never thought that I would be filling up like multiple hours worth of information just by playing like exercises and stuff, but I mean it's really, I'm liking it, I'm digging it, I'm having fun. I hope you guys are having fun as well. So again, thank you so much for viewing, for tuning in and everything like that. It's the most viewers that I've actually had on a stream, so I appreciate it. Hopefully gonna get more and more and more and more every time that we watch. So cool. All right, so one other thing that I wanted to kind of talk about, and this can go for if you are a percussion teacher that's kind of tuning in and watching this. I understand that the UIL for Texas, they canceled a lot of their events, so like the sight reading and all that kind of stuff. There might be a lot more things to get canceled, and so I was honestly thinking of maybe even hosting like an online solo competition or something, to where basically it's like you can still send in like a recording of you playing something, like, or of one of your students or something like that, and then we can, I'll hire a panel of judges or whatever, and we can each view it and then just give it a rating, and then maybe one stream, like on a Sunday, we put all the videos up back to back to back to back to back if you like got a 1 rating or something like that, and then we just showcase you on the stream, because that's really what all this is about. It's about just having people play and just giving the gift of music, as one of my older professors, Christopher Dean, would say. That's all we do this for, right? It's just a gift to give one another. So yeah, man. So in this time also, like after we play or after we do anything, like this Sunday part of the stream is going to be the time when like I would show videos that you would send in, and we would stop and like talk about little things. It's basically just kind of like a little master class, essentially. And so I have videos of myself from doing master classes and from just like me working with students and everything like that. I got to check and make sure that they're like everything's appropriate to put on to stream and everything. But I really think it would be a good thing to have for just like an educator that doesn't know a lot about percussion in general, just to have just like good little sound bites to say, hey, let's fix this, It's just one more little reference and one more little resource for you to have. Cool. So let's see. That's about it for the stream. A lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun this stream, just going through those battery warm-ups. Some of them I haven't really played in a while, and you could probably tell. But again, this wasn't anything that I was trying to impress you with. That is for the beginning of the stream, when people that aren't myself play, like Henry Gillard. Again, check out his Instagram. He's got a lot of cool stuff on there, and you can kind of follow along with that. This is one of my favorite pictures of him. That was taken in the summer that we marched, so those are all the uniforms that our kiddos wore. But yeah, cool. Let's see, to play you guys off. Let's see, what other stuff do I have? We'll go over the announcements again. Again, all my social media is out there. It's like free for you to use and go and join. There's a Facebook. Here, I'll put them all up there again for you to see kind of what all we have. Um, we got our Discord. Join the Discord. There may be opportunities for you to just pop in and ask a question. If you literally have a question, type it in the Discord, and then it will get answered. That's like the whole point of the Discord, aside from maybe like an interview or Discord is incorporating like doing streaming in Discord app itself, so I can utilize that for private lessons if I wanted to. So there's lots of ideas again still, even with just the Discord. It may seem like we can't really do much with percussion related into Discord, but I think that we can. Go check out the Twitter. The Twitter is not as important of a social media thing. The Facebook page I feel like is going to blow up a lot, just because of kind of how I designed it to be like in what I want this channel to be as well. So I think that it's going to come across really well in the Facebook community, and hopefully I'll start streaming on Facebook as well as YouTube. I'll hopefully try to start streaming on YouTube. I don't necessarily know how to do that. I only know how to do Twitch streaming, so we'll work on that. But again, with the Facebook and YouTube, you can go on those, and I'll try to like post a link to this video too, just because it's so silly. But yeah, you can go and check out all the videos. This video, 4th episode, will be posted just very soon. Again, there's me hitting the bass drum and catching the bass drum mallet after it drops out of my hand. So just in case you wanted to see that again, fun times. Yeah, all right. And last but not least, just because I got to do it, you got to click on, where is this button over here? It's like up here or something. I don't even necessarily know where it is. That follow, oh my gosh, it's like breaking my computer. Click on that follow button, and then you can also click on my donation bucket and like throw me $1 or something. Because again, I was forced into the streaming world, and I barely know what I'm doing, and hopefully I'm doing okay at it, but this is my job now, so I got to get better at it, and I got to start making a little bit of money off of it. So that's my little plug. Thank you so much. The schedule will be changed soon. Again, my schedule is different. It's going to start, my next stream is going to be on Monday at 7 o'clock. It'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 o'clock, and then there will be a Sunday stream at 3. That's more of kind of like a masterclass format. So let's see what else is there. I don't really have much more. For the followers, thank you so much. Again, CatLover199, thank you for following. Anna, thank you for following. Bargle, thanks for the follow and the host. I'm actually going to be living near Bargle and Leanna very soon, actually, so I'm excited to be coming to Portland and hanging out with you guys. By the way, Portland, how is it going down there, man? I know that the whole West Coast is not doing too well, so again, as I just said it, as I just touched my face, don't touch your face as much and wash your hands. Let's see. Another thing, as I'm touching my face again, it's so hard. The accent and rebounds worksheet, that's up on the Google Drive, so you can go check that out. And that's, again, the Google Drive is completely free for you. You can download all the things and all the tracks and play along and show them to your students. That's all for you guys. And then Clayton Stroop, who was featured on last episode at the beginning, he's agreed to write our theme for the actual, like our theme song for the stream. So that's like super legit. He's going to make kind of like a chiptune, percussion-y track for us that's like high energy and stuff. And so I'm excited for it. That's like kind of my favorite like nerd out music. I like just like listening to some chip tune that's like really well produced. So yeah, make sure to follow and subscribe on all of our social media stuff that I just showed you. Just show your support for me. Thank you. And then if you're an educator, like a band director, or if you're a student from anywhere and you're interested in either some writing gigs, or like if me writing for you, or me arranging anything, or me producing any sounds for like marching bands or WGI shows, RIP WGI, I'm available. You can email me or private message me wherever. And then for students, I do Skype and FaceTime lessons. And so just private message me or email me at jackpronsky@yahoo.com. And I think you can check that up here. It's like on this next platform right there. You can look at that. My email address is right there. But yeah, jackpronsky@yahoo.com. Or just like contact me on any of these little social media platforms. I check them all. And then, yeah. So I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. Again, this was an awesome stream. I appreciate it, and hopefully every stream from now on can be just as good as this. We're still learning. We're still getting more and more things tweaked and everything, and I think that we're on the right path. So thank you for all of you guys that chatted and stayed and tuned in and stayed the whole time. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'll leave you guys off since it's Saturday and the rain kind of calls for it. I'll play my my little lazy Saturday lo-fi hip hop song that I played back before a couple episodes ago. I think it's just appropriate, and we'll probably keep that going until Clayton gets his piece sent in to me. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
you.